everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going through an entire week of a full-time potter. So this is what a good week looks like for me with my business. Sometimes it does not go as smoothly as this week did. Sometimes it is a lot more chaotic. A lot of things do not work out, such as things crack or blow up in the kiln. But this week I was very lucky that nothing too catastrophic happened. So on Monday, this is when I do all my pouring for the week and getting things ready to go into the kiln for a bisque, so it's first firing. I totally forgot to record me dumping out all the slip, so you let it sit for about 30 to 45 minutes and then you dump it out. Then you wait about 24 hours to demold and trim. So yeah, this is basically my Monday. So now it's Tuesday and it's time to trim up everything we poured Monday. I cannot believe I just got that on video. I just got whipped in the face with a rubber band. I have never been whipped in the face with a rubber band demolding molds before, and it really hurt. So note to self, never do that again. Anywho, this is my process of trimming. So you just take it out of the mold, make sure it is workable so it's not too mushy. And there's my baby Mochi. She wanted to help me out. Is she not adorable? She's the sweetest little girl. Well, back to trimming. So basically this is my entire Tuesday, just trimming off the excess slip from each mold, making it all nice and smooth and ready for the kiln on Wednesday. And with this turkey, it is so frustrating. It takes a little bit of time to get that perfect fit. But once I get the top and the bottom of the turkey to actually fit, it is one of my favorite molds. Also, in this stage of pottery, this is when you want to connect all of the handles or anything that needs to be on the mug, and how you do that is you score and slip. So scoring and slipping is when you make tiny little lines on both sides of what you're trying to connect, so the cup and the handle, and then you put slip in between and it makes a Velcro bond. So here I am just fiddling with that, finally got it connected and smoothed out how I wanted it. And then once your trimming is all done, you have to let it dry out till it is bone dry so that no moisture is in it, so it does not explode in the kiln. I am so proud of myself with this one. Me and my mom, we came up with this idea of a picture holder. This is a handle of my two-handled alien mugs. So I just cut a slit in it and it is a perfect picture holder. See, we were very proud of ourselves with that one. The handle was too dry to put on the mug without it cracking, so we just decided to make a picture holder out of it. And here is my crazy family.
No, I refuse to be in the video. No, she's not going to put it in there anyway. She will. Before. She will. She will.
I don't know what I would do without them. They help me so much with my pottery business and I appreciate them so much. So thank you, Madre, for helping me out and being the manager of the muddy mess. So now everything is trimmed up and ready to go. It's time to let everything dry out. So these molds have been drying out in the sunshine for a little bit, so now it is time to fill them back up and dump them back out. With slip casting, you want to make sure you let your molds rest for a little bit, because if they soak up too much moisture too quickly, they could basically just crumble and disintegrate, and we don't want that. And I'm working with vintage slip cast molds from like the 50s and 60s ish, so they're already kind of crumbling apart, so I try to let them dry out as most as I possibly can before I do a second round of pouring. So now I've let my small mold sit for about 30 minutes and my big mold set for about 45, so now it is time to dump. The reason why I let my bigger molds sit for 45 minutes is because sometimes they like to cave into themselves, so it just makes them a little bit stronger. And now that all of my pottery has sat for a little while, it is time for slip transfers. I absolutely love slip transfers. They're so much fun and they add so much detail to your pottery, and it's pretty simple. So anyone can use slip or underglaze transfers, even beginners. So all you do is you get these big sheets of slip transfers, and basically all they are is a temporary tattoo for your pottery. So you put it on just like a temporary tattoo. You put it on when your pottery is green, so before it has been through the very first bisque fire, and they're so cute. I just absolutely love them. So now it is Wednesday and it is time to load the kiln. In this kiln load, I'm also putting a glazed mug in the kiln with all the bisqued items, because it needed to be fired because there were pinholes all in it. Pinholes are basically just gas bubbles that were trapped in the clay body that is released when it is fired, and it gets trapped in the glaze, making little bubbles. You can refire your pieces up to about 2 to 3 times. I don't like going over 3 because I feel like it'll jeopardize the stability of the mug, but I figured out through trial and error the easiest way to get rid of pinholes is to fire your bisque a little hotter. I've been firing it at cone 06, but now I'm firing it at cone 05, and it has worked like a charm. However, I can't put in glazed items at an 05 bisque, but you win some, you lose some. So now I am demolding and trimming everything that I poured up Tuesday. It won't be ready for this weekend's sale, but it'll be ready for next week. So I'm just trying to stay ahead of the game. And it's Thursday, so it's time to unload the kiln and get to glazing. And here's what a slip transfer looks like after it's been fired for the first time. And with my slip transfers, the way I glaze them is I glaze around the slip transfer with whatever color glaze I am doing for that mug. And then I put a clear glaze over top of all of the slip transfers to lock them in onto the mug. And now that everything's unloaded, it's time to glaze. Thankfully, my family helped me out this go round. I could have not done it without them. I was a little bit on a time crunch trying to get everything done for this weekend, so I really appreciate their help because we had a lot to do and get done before Saturday. Here is one of my most favorite mugs. These are my space mugs, and I do cosmic black all over the space mug, and then like I said, I put clear over top of all the slip transfers. I absolutely love this design of mug. I think it's one of my favorites. And now that everything is finished and glazed and everything that I trimmed up is bone dry, it is time to load the kiln. When recording this, I didn't figure out the pinhole trick of firing it at a hotter cone, so I'm firing this cone at an 06. That is why I can put bisqueware in with the glazeware. So there's the first shelf packed and ready to go. Now let's do the second shelf. Okay, there's the second, now on to the third. If you're a beginner potter, loading your kiln can be kind of scary at first, but you'll get the hang of it, I promise. It takes a little bit of time getting used to how you need to arrange everything and how everything fits in your kiln, but once you do it a few times, it gets easier, I promise. And now it is Friday! Yay, we made it! So now it's time to unload the kiln and look at all of the pretty glaze work we did. So now I'm going to glaze up all of the bisque that was in this kiln for next week. And now it's Saturday, sale day, and I am so excited how everything turned out. It was a really busy week, but I'm glad I got to share it with all of y'all. If you would like to see a more detailed sale day, I do have a video up of just talking about Saturdays and how the sales work, how I set up everything, and everything I do to prepare for a sale other than make all of the pottery, all of the little behind the scenes stuff I do. Thank you so much for checking out this video and my channel. I really do appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this video, I hope you learned a little something, and I hope you come back for more fun pottery videos in the future. See you later!